Hello and welcome inside the Luke Urban Fieldhouse. Evan Massoud with you here on Fred TV. Great to have you alongside. Today we have Zach Souza from Fred TV, one of our students with us. Zach plays baseball. I know he's been wanting to do this for a while, and great to have you with us.
Great to be here, Evan. Very great to be here. Should be fun.
Should be fun is right. You know, both teams come in today. We have Dartmouth visiting with former Hilltopper Jeff Caron. We have the Hilltoppers here hosting. Both teams in a bit of a funk, unfortunately. It's just kind of the name of the game. It happens. And Durfee's lost 3 in a row. They've been shooting really bad. On the other side, Dartmouth's lost 6 in a row.
Yeah, it's Coach Jeff Caron has said both teams are evenly matched, so it's good for both teams to be coming in here with no powerhouse team over the other one. Should be good for both teams, he says.
Well, at least that's what he hopes. I think that both sides probably think they can beat the other since they know the other is struggling. And, we'll see how it all pans out in the end here. So we have the opening ceremonies. While the opening ceremonies are going, I had a chance to speak with Coach Jamison Guimond for Durfee during the school day today. And, I asked him about the shooting troubles that Durfee's had. And I said, Coach, I never played basketball. I never coached or anything. But I said, you have a team that's struggling so bad. They shot almost probably 30% against New Bedford. That's how bad it was from the field. Really a tough stretch for Durfee. I said, do you kind of bring it back from the drawing board and kind of start from scratch again? Well, here's Coach's answer. So we'll roll tape now.
We have to take, any difficult things for the kids off the table and keep it as basic as possible. One of the things we're trying to focus on is our fast break offense. If we can get the ball out in transition and push the ball, I think that will help us with our athleticism. So you're absolutely right. I mean, it's the basics because, the things we're doing right now aren't working. So we got to get back to real fundamental basketball.
So you heard Coach Guimond right there, and it's been, as we said, it's been a tough go of it for Durfee, but, an even tougher go of it for the Indians, losing 6 in a row. So both teams hungry for a win, Zach, and I think that hunger should come through, or at the very least, that frustration should boil over and maybe be a bit of a spark.
Yeah, I think we should be expecting a good game here from today. 2 hungry teams that really want to go out there and get a win for their schools.
All right, we're going to run down the starters for you. So for the visiting Dartmouth Indians, their 5 starters. We have number 11, a freshman, Tawan Estrella. Number 12, Marquise Adams. Number 23, Peter Bouquet. Number 24, Miles Linares. And number 31, Liam Caulfield. Of course, the Indians coached by Jeff Caron. On the other side for Durfee, number 2, Chethan Nera. Number 5, Nick Salmon. Number 13, Isaiah Morency. Number 22, Nilan Nera. Number 25, Tyshawn Lopes. And those guys are coached by Jamison Guimond. The Indians start with possession. And I'll tell you, the Indians are a big team. Linares and Bouquet are a big presence. They've been around for a while. There's a long 3 put up by the freshman Estrella. It's a miss into the hands of Salmon.
Salmon brings up the ball now. You'll see him passing Chethan, and mid-range jump shot missed. Rebound by Peter Bouquet.
So Chethan Nera with a miss right there, and so we'll stay scoreless through these first 30 seconds. And again, both teams, really their biggest struggles right now is shooting the ball. So maybe we won't see a wild, offensive thriller like we've seen in the past. Good feed underneath to Nilan Nera. And, I think that's a good example of some of the things that they need to do, the Hilltoppers do, and that's pass the ball, keep the ball, and make good shots. Don't just throw bricks. Make quality shots. Good D there by Nilan.
Oh,
that was put up by Bouquet. Look at that. Lopes had it, blocked by Caulfield using the height. Again, you see these Indians players, 3 of them bigger than some of the Durfee players. So pretty tall team. Morency, I think, still the tallest on the court for Durfee. Corner to Nick Salmon. Back out to Chethan Nera.
Ty Lopes is calling for the ball. Shoots up a 3.
He wants a 3, and it's off the mark.
Tough miss.
We'll transition the other side here. Tough feed there. They were looking for Caulfield, but it was an errant pass. Nick Salmon cannot put it in, and this is exactly what Coach Guimond was saying to me during the interview today, and that is these fast break layups.
Another easy layup by Dartmouth Indians. That will be number 31, Liam Caulfield.
Cannot miss those open layups, and that's something we've seen for a while. Turnover there for Durfee. So 2-2 through the first 2 minutes here, and already some missed baskets. Caulfield's going to inbound right in front of his bench. They'll get it to Estrella. Bouquet with it. Little floater. That actually was tipped away. You could tell it slowed up in midair there. Chathan Nera wants to get to the hoop. Hands it off to Morency. Big time coverage there. Gets it over using the height.
And Chathan tips it in.
Chathan tips it in here for 2. So 4-2 the score here. Dropped momentarily by Caulfield. Now he's going to try to gain the paint. And a foul coming. It'll be our first of the game.
It is on Isaiah Morency of the Durfee Hilltoppers.
First team foul. No shot, so does not put anybody at the line. A bad inbounding pass. Chathan Nera gets it. Feeding underneath his brother. It was tipped away by, I believe, Linares, and the Hilltoppers will get to inbound minus 5 seconds on the shot clock. Tyshawn covered up by the freshman Estrella. They get it to Nikki Salmon. Salmon covered by Caulfield. Little pull up at the free throw line. That'll miss. Nilanera there for the putback. He's got 4 points. So it's 6-2 Durfee. That's a good putback. And you know, Nilan, most of the time we see Joe Camara start some of these games, or Brendan White. That was at least earlier in the season. Nilan, at least in the games we've covered, we haven't seen a lot of Nilan starting the games, and Coach Guimond going with the height. And that was
Marquise Adams with the mid-range jump shot there. Chathan there inbounds the ball to Ty Lopes. He's bringing it up the court now.
Nick Salmon with it. A little bit of a move, and it does fall. It almost didn't want to. And Coach Karen not happy with the defensive coverage there. It is 8-4 Durfee. We're halfway through the first quarter, almost halfway through. It's 4:33 on the clock with an 8-4 score. What are you seeing so far in the game here, Zach?
I'm seeing Durfee, they're putting up a lot of shots, but they're putting up good shots. I like the way they're pounding the paint. You know, they have 8 points here, and at least 6 of them, if not all of them, are in the paint right now, likely off the glass, 2 points.
No, you're right about that. And they're charging in, gaining the zone there, and that's important. That's totally important. You can't, to what I was just saying, don't just throw up bricks and hope that they go in. You know, if you start driving the ball to the basket like they've been doing, that will open up easier shots outside.
Yeah, it's especially big for the Hilltoppers to do that now, especially with the shooting drought they've been in lately. So I'd like to see them continue to do that as the game moves forward.
Right now it's working, and we'll see if anything changes here defensively for the Indians after the timeout. So that was the first timeout for either side. Estrella handing it off there to Linares. Linares to Caulfield. Bouquet gets it and passed back out. Estrella, good ball movement. And Linares got it in. Ooh, oh, that's a tough foul right there. Nilan cannot believe it. Coach Guimond with a no. You know, there was a lot of ball there. Let me say that. Didn't see a lot of contact on the player. There was a lot of the ball. Nilan's going to get tagged with his first foul. And a free throw missed here to start things off by Linares.
Personally, I wouldn't have called that a foul, but that's why I'm not a ref. That's why I'm over here.
Well, it doesn't hurt Durfee, and Nilan boots the rebound there to Morency, who tipped it to Salmon, and no points allowed. To the corner, Tyshawn Lopes. Now to Nilanera, bad pass, it's free.
Ball bounces around, and
Nilan was able to get there, but the Indians come away with it. Good hustle, though. I like what I'm seeing out of Nilanera tonight.
Playing with a lot of hustle out there tonight, getting on the floor to the loose ball.
Yeah, I don't know. It seems like a little more than what we've seen, what I've seen in certain games this year, and I mean that's not to discredit him in any way. I'm just saying, it seems like there's a little more hustle, and again, I think the team is hungry for a win. Tyshawn Lopes gets the pass in the paint. Morency misses it. It goes out of bounds.
Almost looked as if Morency didn't expect that pass, but
you're right, because the ball, it was a little wide of him, but like by the time he went to reach for it,
it was already past him.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Estrella taking it out. This is for three from Bouquet. It's short, wide to the right, and out of bounds.
Stays with Dartmouth.
Actually, Bouquet got there for the rebound. I think that was 33 who took the shot. That would be Connor Monas. Almost certain that was Monas who took that shot. Caulfield with it to Estrella. Trying to drive the lane. That was good, a good idea, but didn't pan out. Durfee with the rebound. Salmon full steam ahead. Is fouled. No basket. He went down hard, and I hope that he's all right.
See him covering his nose there. I hope it's not a bloody nose.
Yeah, I hope not either, because these white jerseys look pretty good. We were talking about that before the game because the first foul, by the way, for Dartmouth is on Marquise Adams. So Nick Salmon at the line for two. But, I remember Durfee was wearing red jerseys a couple years ago, and then they got new jerseys. And, I mean, I like the white. Typically, the home team wears the lighter color. Then you wear your colored jerseys on the road. That's just normally how it's done, and that's fine. But when I think of Durfee, I think of red and black. I don't think of white.
Yeah.
And there's very little red in these jerseys. Would have liked to maybe see, black border with red numbers at least. Get a little more red in there. But, again, we're nitpicking here. That's just, it's a minimalistic thing.
On the court, Nick Salmon sinks the free throw.
Yep,
to give the Toppers 9.
1 for 2 at the line was Nick Salmon. It's a 9-4 lead.
Marquise to the lane. He misses the layup, and that's out on the Hilltoppers. Dartmouth retrieves the ball.
I think they called a foul. I don't know. Coach Guimond was very quick to get out and speak to our official. There was no foul call. Maybe they say he stepped out of bounds, which I'm not sure about that either.
I don't know.
That I missed. I was looking down at the book here for a second, and I thought they were whistling a foul.
He got up very fast to go to approach the ref.
Yeah. This is for three from Estrella. Long, no good. Bunch of Indians there piled up to get the rebound. Back to Estrella. Fresh shot clock. Adams with it now. They hand it off to Bouquet. Bouquet trying to look for some space.
And there's a foul called on Nera.
Yeah, definitely. That was a pretty blatant one right there.
Yeah, that was pretty clear to see.
He was going for the ball, and it looked like Bouquet redirected, and that's what caused the grab there. A.B. Medrano into the game. Nillen will take a seat after a good, pretty solid first quarter here. 6 minutes or so have expired, a little less than that. And but with the two fouls, don't want to lose him too early. He'll take a seat probably for the rest of this first quarter.
Morency with the block there. Ty's going to bring up the ball. Chathan with the nice pass to Medrano in the paint for two.
That's what you got to do. That is really nice transition there. 4 guys touching the ball. Medrano just into the game, getting him involved underneath. That's good right there. 7-point game for Durfee. They're ahead.
That's what Durfee needs to do, I think, to win this game. They need to include the whole team, a lot of ball movement, get the wide open man.
Well, I'm not going to lie. I mean, I think you see this. There are a lot of times I think you see this in high school sports.
Yeah.
But there were times, and we're talking, a few years back. I wouldn't say so much with this team, but there were times that there were, they would not play as a team, and I think that the players thought they were NBA players out there trying to do too much rather than do the little things. And I'm not trying to criticize. I'm just saying what I've seen, and I think there are a lot of people who follow them would agree. You got to play as a team. That's why there's 5 guys on the court.
Yeah. You can't have one guy taking all the shots because one guy's not going to win the game.
Exactly. And you would know. It's just like baseball. You can't play baseball with one person. You need 9 guys on the field.
Yeah.
You can call the game as a catcher, but if you don't have a pitcher and 7 other defenders behind them,
you're not going to do anything.
Not doing anything. Exactly. So it's a team sport. Got to play as a team, and I do like what I'm seeing. The ball movement's been good.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. The ball movement has been very well from the Hilltoppers in the first quarter.
90 seconds to play in this first quarter. Jeff Garrett, you can hear him. Let's go D. He's clapping his hands, wants to get some intensity, and we're going to have a foul on Medrano. Looked like Bouquet just like tripped under his own ankle. That's what it looked like from here. I didn't see any contact there.
I didn't see any either.
Unless he bumped him again. I mean, unfortunately, this official on the near side is quite tall, and he's screening me.
Ooh, that was a nice layup.
It was.
Tawan Estrella.
The freshman getting in the book here in the first quarter. But our official on this near side, we're not high enough, and I keep getting screened by him. So these last couple times where I didn't see it, I was either scoring or I look up and he's blocking me. So, you know, forgive me, maybe Medrano did bump Bouquet there, but from what I saw, I thought he kind of like twisted his own ankle and actually fell.
Tyshawn Lopes at the line. He misses the first one. Checking in for the Hilltoppers for Isaiah Morenci is number 31, Hunter Salmon.
Lopes missed that first free throw, as you said. Joe Camara going to make a quick substitution here, and he'll sit down Chathan Nera for the final 59 seconds. And that foul, by the way, was drawn by Estrella, the freshman. And the friendly backspin there.
Yeah, let's Ty Lopes. He goes 1 for 2 from the line there. 54 seconds left in the first quarter. See what the Dartmouth Indians are going to do here.
Trying to get free was that was Moniz. 33, another foul. Boy, foul heavy for the Hilltoppers in this first quarter.
31, Hunter Salmon with the foul. You know, he's a big body down there in the paint, so I'm going to expect some of that.
Yeah, and he plays very aggressive, which is good. But, I mean, right now, 6 fouls for the Hilltoppers, 1 more, and Dartmouth's going to be in bonus. We're not even done with the first quarter. That's a lot of fouls for 1 quarter of play. Definitely too many there, as Bouquet at the line trying to go 2 for 2 on this trip.
Bouquet sinks both of them. 45 seconds left. Nick Salmon's going to bring up the ball. Looks like they're trying to pass through a press here.
They get it to Hunter outside. Bad pass. He was looking for Joe Camara, but they're...
A.B. Medrano with the steal is going to bring it back out to the line.
Medrano got there. Out to Salmon. This is for 3, and it is no good. Right back to Lopes, who puts it in for 2. He's got 3 points in the game. It is back to a 6-point game with 20 seconds here. So the shot clock is off. Indians will look to have the last shot of the first quarter. 10 seconds now. Adams loses it. 5 seconds, gets it back. Pull up,
with the shot.
Inside, no good.
Medrano from 3/4 of the court.
No good there. Well short, but hey, you know, A for effort, you got to do those things. So 14-8 after the first quarter, and I got to say, yes, there were missed shots, but there were more missed shots by Dartmouth, and Durfee was hitting some layups when they had possession. They got better as the quarter went on.
Yeah, you can definitely see them growing as a team as that quarter went on. You know, there's a lot of big rebounds, a lot of nice shots out in the middle, in the mid-range area and underneath the basket.
You know what? Important to note, too, 5 players with points for Durfee in this quarter, and that is Chathan Nera, Nick Salmon, A.B. Medrano, Nilan Nera, and Tyshawn Lopes. So 5 different players getting to the basket and putting it in for points. That's good, too. Got to spread it out.
Yeah. Tyshawn Lopes, especially from the games that I've seen, I don't know about you, Evan, he's been having a very good season so far.
Very good season, yes. And actually, you know, looking back at the old book, because I ran out of space, I had to get a new book midway through the season here. Lopes had some really strong games earlier in the year.
Yeah, he did.
He's hitting a lot of outside shots, and I think he caught the shooting bug, too. Everybody did.
One game in particular I can remember from him is the Somerset-Berkeley game on the road. He had a 21, 22-point.
Yeah, huge game.
Yeah, it was crazy. Medrano for 3.
That's short off the front. The rebound to Moniz. Adams with it here. Into the game is Isaac Sequeira, number 21. He just had the ball, passing it there to Kyle Sullivan, also just into the game, and somehow Monas comes away with it. That's a travel right there.
That's
an extra
a missed
step.
call right
That's absolutely.
That's a missed
Two
call.
stutter steps there with the front foot. No call. Sequeira just into the game here at the end of the first quarter. He grabs 2 points, 14-10. Salmon in the paint, bouncing off the back. Can't get the favorable bounce. Adams was pressure but able to keep it and come out of Durfee's side, or their own side, I should say, into Durfee's territory. And 3 of our starters getting ready to check back in, the Nera brothers and Morency. Little jumper for Sequeira, and look at this spark he's been. It's a 2-point game.
Ty Love's bringing up the ball to set up the offense, see if the Hilltoppers can get back on a run like they were in the first quarter.
He wants 3. That was well off the mark, and unfortunately the 3-ball not working for Durfee right now, and I would continue pressing in the paint and driving to the basket like they've been doing, because the 3 balls are not going in.
Ty Lopes on a long rebound, gives it up to Nick Salmon. He's going to drive it to the basket, pull it back out.
Pulls it out. Wide open is Medrano over here, finally covered up. Coach Karen noticed it. He called
Good thing he did.
He did. Back out to Nick Salmon. We got 11 on the shot clock here.
Hands it up.
Hunter gets it back to his brother now.
Mid-range jumper.
It's off the glass, actually, the side of the glass, so no good. Another wasted trip. 2 minutes into this second quarter, Durfee has been held scoreless. Missing some shots here to open this quarter up. That's from outside by Bouquet. He gets it back.
There's a foul on the court.
Yeah.
Let's see who that's on. A.B. Medrano's going to pick up the foul there.
Medrano's first, 7th Durfee foul, and now into bonus for the remainder of this second quarter. 5:44 on the clock before halftime. Durfee will, or rather Dartmouth will head to the line and shoot 1-1 the rest of the way. So Bouquet at the line. He's got to make this first shot to take a second shot.
Checking in for the Dartmouth Indians was number 31, Liam Caulfield.
And again, as I said, the Nillen brothers and Morency back in. And thanks to their height there, they got that rebound to go out, and they'll keep the ball. So Durfee will have it. Lopes back and forth to Chathan Nera. Nillen calling for it. Underneath, bad pass. Nick Salmon was the intended passee, I guess, if you will. A receiver, you could say, steal a football term. And he, unfortunately, was screened by 2 Indians that Nillen did not see.
Sullivan passes it out to Adams for the layup.
No good.
Off the side of the glass, Hilltoppers do get the rebound. Chathan Nera is bringing it up the court.
Full steam ahead here into triple coverage, and the foul is drawn.
That's one thing the Hilltoppers need to continue to do. They did it a lot in the first quarter. They were driving it to the basket. Now they're getting a little too comfortable with a jump shot. I'd like to see Chathan Nera attacking it to the basket like he did.
Chathan's first trip to the line here will be 2 shots. Gets a little bounce there. So back up to a 3-point lead. The foul was on number 33, Connor Monas. 3rd Dartmouth foul. And Nera hits them both. That one a good swoosh, if you will, or swish, as they say. So 16-12 with 5 minutes on the clock for the first half. Adams getting it to Bouquet. Now they'll find Sullivan. Again, getting screened by the official. Bouquet with the miss. Adams with the putback. No good. Morency comes out with it to Nick Salmon. Near side is Lopes. They're going to just slow it up, get everybody in place. Chathan will drive to the basket. He's stripped and fouled.
Appears Chathan was not fouled.
No,
that ball
I guess
just went out
not.
of bounds.
Wow. They did. Well, I heard a whistle.
Yep. That looked like a little aggressive. Thought that would have been a foul.
Nick Salmon gets the pass.
Oh,
loses it.
the ball.
Stripped. Coming out with it is Caulfield. He'll slow things up.
Nick Sandwich Steele knocks it out of bounds.
Trying to get it back, poking it from behind. Tried to poke the ball loose. Play will continue. Bouquet to Adams. Now back to Caulfield. 15 on the shot clock. Moniz throws it
Bad
away.
Pass out of bounds. Hilltoppers will get possession.
Almost took out Mike Herron over there in the crowd.
Mike Herron, of course, a Durfee legend, if you will.
Absolutely. Good passing again.
Oh.
And good defense by the Indians. That was really well done.
That was.
So good job on both sides, really. It's just Durfee couldn't get the shot off, but good passing to set it up. And the Indians with a good, clean block. That's out of bounds. Should be Durfee ball. They're saying Indians ball.
Ooh. I don't know. It looked like it might have hit off the foot of an Indian player.
Joe Camara back in for Nick Salmon. He'll take a break. And Lanier is back in for Dartmouth. And Lanier's got that inbound pass. Bouquet for three. There's our first from downtown for either side. And Bouquet with now 5 points. That's his first from the field. 1 point game. Morency not underneath, playing at the arc. Tyshawn Lopes for three.
Ooh.
That's no good. It's another miss. That's 3 misses from outside for him, unfortunately. And Laniers could not get there. I like the idea. He was breaking to the basket. Nobody was on him. He broke early, but the pass just too strong. Led him a little too far.
Durfee's in a little bit of a drought now. I don't know the exact points they haven't scored this quarter, but
Well, I'll tell you right now, I have the book. Not one shot from the field.
oh god.
Okay? 2 free throws, and that was from Nilan Nera just about 2 minutes ago. So not one shot from the field for the Hilltoppers in the second quarter. Only the 2 points, 16 to 15. I mean, Dartmouth not much better on the other side, 7 points. So they've struggled.
Adams turns over the ball, and Ty Lopes picks it up and gets the easy layup for 2. 18-15 to Hilltoppers.
Tyshawn with 5 points now, and that is the first from the field for Durfee with 2:40 to play.
Who knows? Maybe that'll start something here for the Hilltoppers. Get them rolling. 3 from Bouquet again. That one missed, and now that's Durfee ball. Pass it in underneath the basket.
Tyrone Watkins coming in. Tyshawn Lopes will take a break for Durfee. And there is Watkins, number 20. Trying to get some space. Floating pass to Chathan, to Nilan, to Joe.
Joe underneath the basket for 2. That's a 5-point lead for the Durfee Hilltoppers here in the second quarter. 2:10 remaining.
That was good ball movement, and it worked that time. Didn't work the last time, thanks to the Dartmouth defense, but it worked this time for Durfee. Good feed and good setup. They're going to go outside to Caulfield. Had nothing more they could do. Loses the ball for the moment.
They're fighting for it, and Joe comes up with it. Oh.
Chathan and Nilan digging for that ball, and Chathan popped it free to Joe Camara. And the foul is on Dartmouth. Their 4th. And it was on number 4. No, there's no number 4.
I don't know who that foul was on. We don't have him in our roster.
No, there's no number 4. I think that's just a mistake on the board. I believe I saw a 2.
Yep, they fixed it now. It's
2-4.
Foul number
Okay.
on 24, Lynn Harris.
Joe Camara wanted 3, thought better of it since he was covered up. Chathan with a little pull-up jumper is good for 2. 6 points for him. 7-point lead for the Hilltoppers.
Indians coach Jeff Karen calling out some plays to his Indian there. There's travel from Kyle Sullivan.
Yeah, and Sullivan wasn't touched. Camara was not even near him. He just tripped. And that's almost the same spot that I thought Bouquet fell earlier. So maybe there's a bump in the court or something. I don't know. A speed bump that we don't know about that just pops up when the opponent's there. I don't know.
It's far over. Maybe there was a pothole in the court. Who knows?
Morency for 2. Yeah, that's more That's more plausible than a speed bump. My goodness, especially after the rain that we had today, I'm sure quite a few more have washed out and opened up. Gonna have to drive the car through the slalom of Fall River roads again. Fouls on number 20 for Durfee, Tyrone Watkins, his first, team 8th.
That sends Bouquet to the line for 2. Sinks the first one from the free throw line.
Bouquet has had 3 trips already. He had a 1-and-1. He had 2 shots in the first, and now here 2 shots. He is 3 for 4 at the moment. Looking to make it 4 for 5. He
4
does.
for 5. Bouquet's having quite a game right now.
Yeah, pretty good. 7 points for him. He had that big 3 a few minutes ago. We're in the final minute of this second quarter. I mean, Durfee's still up by 7, though. It was a 9-point lead after Morency's, banking off the glass. But now it is a 7-point game again. Kamara with it. That is blocked. Look at Nillen with the tip.
And it's good.
Brother.
Underneath.
Jathan Nera puts it in for 2, and it's a 9-point game. 25 seconds to go. So I'll tell you, talking about catching fire, because the Hilltoppers didn't have anything from the field to start like the first 5 minutes of this quarter, and they now have 10 points since I said that. So they caught a second life here. 7 seconds on the clock for the Indians. Running out of time. 3 seconds.
About a .3 second
Estrella's going to take a shot. He has no choice. Long 3. Missed. Good defensive pressure there by the Hilltoppers at the end. Good adjustments with the ball. They end up putting 12 points on the board in what I thought was going to be a lost second quarter. So they made a liar out of me. And I'm not going to complain about it because they finished strong.
Yeah, Hilltoppers really caught fire in the second half of that second quarter. Hope to continue it throughout the second half of the game.
14 points in the first, 12 in the second. Dartmouth 8 in the first, 9 in the second. It's 26-17 third quarter. Coming up on Fred TV. Stick around. Second half about to begin from the Luke Urban Fieldhouse. Evan Massoud and Zach Souza with you here on Fred TV Channel 9. We have the Dartmouth Indians with Jeff Caron visiting the Durfee Hilltoppers, Jamison Guimond's team. Good first half, Zach, here, and for Durfee, still missed some shots. A tough start to that second quarter, but they rallied very well and finished with 10 from the field in the last, say, 2 to 3 minutes of play.
Yeah, it was very good for them. They picked up fire. Chathan Nera started getting the ball inside, making mid-range jumpers, and getting the ball inside, getting easy layups for 2, and that got them to a 9-point lead with a combination of other players, of course.
Yeah, I mean, 7 guys in the books with points tonight, and 4 of them with more than just the 2 points from 1 basket. So Durfee really moving the ball around well, and that's important to see as well. For the Indians, only 5 players with points so far in this game for the starters, and then Isaac Sakara, the other player, with points for the Indians. So they got some work to do. 8 points in that first quarter, 9 in the second for them. For Durfee, though, double digits for both quarters. So they're working. They're working to turn things around here offensively. And speaking of turnaround, we switch sides here at the second half. So Dartmouth will be shooting on the right. Durfee will be shooting on the left. And I missed the basket. Did we see who put that in? I looked down for a moment.
I believe it was Kyle Sullivan. I could be wrong.
Okay. I thought so too, but we'll confirm later. And Nick Salmon with the 3, Durfee's first 3-ball of the night. It is a 10-point lead, and that's the largest lead of the night. Blocked by Morency. Tyshawn Lopes coming out with it. And he pulls up for a second and schools the defense.
Yeah, I really like the way Ty Lopes, he faked the 3, he gave him the head, and then he just drove right into the paint and got the easy bucket.
Makes it a 12-point lead, but Bouquet wants 3 back, and he gets him.
It was a beautiful shot. Beautiful shot.
He's got 10. That's a game high. Bouquet, a long, standing athlete here. Has had a great year, great career for the Indians. As I've said before, I do some games on the side with DCTV up in Dartmouth, and I get to see these Indians, and that's, it's kind of why I especially enjoy doing these games here. It's the first time I've seen Jeff Cameron's team this year, but I'm actually going to be in Dartmouth when Durfee heads there in a couple weeks. So this is a good preview for me, and always it's a good rivalry game. But these guys, Bouquet is one of those players that, if I'm not mistaken, I think Bouquet plays soccer too. For some reason I feel like he played soccer too. I could be wrong. But I can recall that name from his freshman year. So he's been involved in varsity sports his whole high school career. He's had a really good career with Dartmouth. Good fadeaway jumper there from Marquise Adams in the corner with the clock expiring on him. Nice way to chip away there. It's back to a 7-point game.
Tough shot there from Adams, but he made it look easy.
Yeah, he did, and really good touch on it there. Not easy to do. Salmon wants another three, and it's going to be off the back of the rim, a little bit long, just a little long. And he was a good foot behind the line too, so he had more in him there. And our first foul of the second half is coming up. Wait and see who it's going to be.
Thought that would be a travel there.
So it's on Tyshawn Lopes. We got a timeout on the court. Durfee's first. They had a ton of fouls, 6 in that first quarter. They only ended with 8 in the second, so they definitely laid off a little bit in terms of the fouls, which is good, because I thought they were going to max out before we even got through with one. This is their first. And as you said, Coach Guimond asking, said, that's not 2 shots, right? And no, it's not going to be 2 shots. From what I heard from the official, it's going to be an inbound pass. So no shots will result, but an interesting start here. 5 points for Durfee, 7 for the Indians. So after it got to a 10-point lead, back to a 7-point lead.
Yeah, it's really been back and forth here at the Luke Urban Fieldhouse. It's good. It's a good game.
I will say that haven't seen a lot of turnovers. Seen more missed shots and then therefore getting the layups, but not just straight turnovers on the court. And that's something both coaches stressed to me today is, ball possession is everything. And I think it's like that with most sports. Got to have control.
Yeah, Dartmouth coach Jeff Caron even brought up the fact that he really wants Dartmouth to focus on valuing each possession of the ball.
No wasted trips, as they say. It's just like, a drive in football. You come up empty, and then that means the defense did their job against you. That's what it means. So they do get the inbound pass. They find Estrella, who is back in, the freshman. Adams with it here at the point. There's Linares. Goes back to Adams now on the far side, guarded by Chathan Nera. They'll go back out to Linares. Linares pulls inside the arc, and it had a little extra. If he took it from outside, might have been a 3. Coming out with it was Estrella. He throws it away. Chathan Nera goes down the court, out to Nick Salmon. Now to Morency playing outside. They go to Tyshawn Lopes. Nera to his right. Give it to Nick Salmon. Out to Morency, now to Chathan. Chathan fakes a 3. Out to Nillen. Nillen to Nick. Going all over the board here. Great defense by the Indians, but Nillen there open for 3.
Hilltop has really got a lot of ball movement there. To get the open Nera for 3.
Let me tell you, they worked for that one right there because the Indians' defense was stingy, but then Nillen was left open. Too many guys guarding Chathan on this side and Nick on this side, and Nillen was left open. Bouquet is called on a travel. So back to a 10-point lead. That's a huge outside shot for Nillen. He's got 7. Lopes taking across center court. Out to Nillen Nera. Already halfway through the third quarter. It's been a fast third quarter.
It's been a fast pace.
Yeah. Always seems like the second quarter and the fourth quarter drag out. Maybe it's also because you get more timeouts, you get towards the end, right? That's a long 3 put up by the Indians. I believe that was Estrella again. That was long. But the first quarter, it seems like whenever we do these games, we're just getting going. And then the third quarter, come back from half, always seems to go pretty quick too.
Yeah, the first and second quarter is it's almost like a boxing match, if you will. The first couple rounds, the guys are just feeling each other out. That seems to be what it was like today. Dartmouth and Durfee, even though they play a lot, they're still feeling each other out.
I would say so.
Yeah.
Second personal foul for Tawan Estrella. It is the first team foul. Lopes going to the line. Coach Karen wanted to travel. Probably should have gotten one. But nonetheless, the 2 shots for Lopes. He hit the first. Largest lead of the night. It's an 11-point game. Oh boy, it's quiet. That's about as quiet I've ever heard the field house. You'd think they were going for a state title here, and that shot would give them the lead with like 10 seconds to play. It was dead silent here.
It's usually very rowdy at the field house.
I know. You know, the weather was not great. Nice underneath there by number 21. That was Isaac Sakara. He was a good spark off the bench to start the second quarter. But, you know, the weather today was really, really not great. We had a nor'easter come through. Nilanera wants another! 10 points. 2 from outside this quarter.
They're just, Nilanera is just finding the open shot right now.
Saw him do this with Conley the last couple years. And, you know, he's good with that outside shot when you need a few, you know, big three-pointers. He's been pretty good with that. And tonight, finding his shot there in the third quarter, he's come up big. Jason forging ahead to Nick. Nick will cut in towards the paint, and he throws it away. Sakara will bring it back. Good feed to Bouquet. And it's blocked, but the whistle came beforehand. Jason's going to get called on the foul. He knows it. So, but yes, you know, the weather today, we had a nor'easter, but it was there was no snow, just a lot of rain and wind. And, you know, despite that, not a bad crowd. I mean, it's not a Friday night Big Three crowd.
No.
But, you know, the sixth man, maybe half staff, right? Maybe half staff. The rest of the normal fans, the regulars are here. Bouquet missed that first one. Trying to go 1 for 2 on the trip. He does. He is 4 for 7. Nope, 5 for 7. There we go. 5 for 7 on the night for Bouquet. Not a bad night for him at the line. He's had more free throws than anybody else. Chathan wants 3. The Nera brothers coming up big from outside here in the third quarter. Let's not forget Nick Salmon's 3 ball to start it. That's 4 from downtown, 15-point lead, and Bouquet can't put it up. Nillen's going to come away with it. Get it to Chathan, and they'll move it back down the court. Really impressive, the outside shooting. Yes, they've seen some turnovers, but the outside shots are finally falling down for Durfee. It's got to be a confidence booster.
Oh, yeah, it's been a very cold stretch for the Hilltoppers shooting-wise. So, I mean, this game could probably spark something in the near future.
Nillen with 12 points. Game high right now. It's just surpassed his brother. Monas puts that in for 2. First points of the game for him. Bouquet with the free throw made it 11. Chathan with the 3 made it 11, but Nillen now with 12 points after that basket. Trying to make it 14, it won't go. Gets his own rebound, can't get it to fall. And coming away with it will be Caulfield. And Durfee's really risen to the occasion. 18 points this quarter. And a travel called on Monas. Joe Camara and Medrano. A.B. Medrano coming in. Nick Salmon will take a breather. And so will Morency. Nick with the 3 ball, as I said, back to start the quarter, actually. I think he started the scoring, if memory serves correct, for Durfee in this third quarter. .60 seconds to play in the third. 44-29 the score. And it's jarred loose there. Out of bounds, though, off of Green, so Durfee will keep it. Very impressive, though, in this quarter. I mean, Dartmouth's had a good quarter, too. 12 points for them. The double digits for the first time tonight in any quarter. Not bad, a bad quarter. Durfee is, you know, the threes have helped Durfee this quarter to really build a lead. Medrano wants a 3, and that's going to be off the mark. Oh, Bouquet loses it. Feed to Nillen. Nillen slows it up. Oh, he throws it away. And Madrano was wide open. Coach Guimard says, look, slow it down. It's okay. But Madrano had his hands up. He was wide open at the point. They went to Lopes. I don't think Nillen saw him because Nillen was ahead of – Nillen and Lopes were kind of running parallel.
Yeah.
Madrano was dropped back a little bit. He was moving at a slower pace. He didn't get down the court. Like the kicks, though. You see Madrano sporting the neon orange, if you will. Maybe like a salmon colored. I don't. I'd say orange. That's like a neon orange. Looks like the Gatorade. Looks like the Gatorade cooler.
Could be the salmon. That's pretty close.
I'll tell you one thing. You'll know when he's on the court. You'll definitely know when he's on the court.
That you will. You will.
Those are new.
Know.
I don't think I've seen those all season. Maybe I hope he hasn't been wearing them all season.
I've
seen a lot of games. I don't think I would have missed it.
There's no way.
If I did, with the number of games I've done, that's pretty bad. All right, 5 on the clock for the third quarter. Out to Bouquet. That looks good. It is good. That's a big shot.
He's having a good quarter right now.
He is. 7 points this quarter. He had 7 for the game. He now has 14 points on the night. And that is now, he's the leading scorer in the game. So Bouquet with a real big shot there makes it a 12-point game instead of a 15 right at the buzzer there to end the third quarter. But offensively for both sides, I'd say much improved.
Yeah, much improved. I know I've been talking a lot about Durfee, but you look at Dartmouth on offense, they're finding Bouquet open, giving him pretty good shots. They're working the ball around to get him open, get him the easy shot, and he's been taking them, and he's been making them this quarter.
They put up 15, the Indians did in that quarter, give them 32 for the game. And the Hilltoppers put up 18, their highest point total of the night. They now have 44 points, so they have built the lead despite Dartmouth's great efforts. They've actually built more of a lead. It was a 9-point game at halftime. Now it's a 12-point game. So, and that's with the the buzzer 3.
Yeah.
So Durfee definitely has built it, and the 4 3 balls this quarter really help.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Coach Guimard had said something on the court before slow it down right before that ball was thrown away, and he makes a good point. I mean, you don't have an enormous lead, but you have a decent-sized lead. You can take it slow, set up the offense, work the way around for a shot. That's what they were doing in the beginning of the quarter.
Well, final act coming here from the field house. 44-32 as we begin the fourth quarter. Durfee versus Dartmouth. First game this year. Dartmouth will host Durfee in 2 weeks. I want to say it's February 10th. Yeah, I think it's February 10th. I have to just confirm that. But it is in a couple of weeks. And a foul call, but good pressure there. Yep, it is Friday, February 10th. Actually, no, that's a turnover. I thought there was a foul, my bad. So good pressure there by Dartmouth. I'll tell you one thing that made that third quarter go by so fast, Zach, is we only saw 3 fouls combined. Not a lot of stoppages.
No, a lot less from the first quarter.
Yeah, that's for sure. That's for sure. Looking at the road ahead, too, Durfee will host BR on Friday this week, 6:30 game. And Dartmouth, this is the first of a 4-game road trip for them. Game 2 of this 4-game road trip will have them in Sandwich in 1 week, next Tuesday at 6:30. So if they lose this game and make it a 7-game losing streak, they're going to have a week to stew over it, which is never good either. But, Coach Karen told us that, mental toughness is what they're working on right now. You can't win every game. They're in a funk. They've lost 6 in a row, down by 12 here in the fourth quarter. How do you get the guys to stay positive? That's mental toughness. How do you get them to work through it? So that's what they're working on right now, in addition to all the shooting problems. Tyshawn Lopes hits it from outside, and just like that, he has surpassed the double-digit marker. Let's see, at 9 coming in, he's got 12.
Durfee really worked the ball to get Tyshawn Lopes open there for 3. I like the way they're doing that.
Jumper in the paint, short, right into the hands of Milanera. Quick pass to Lopes, takes it into Dartmouth side. They get it to Morency. Morency slows up, back out to Nick Salmon. Going the other way. Chathan picked up his second foul moments ago as well. That's what that turnover in possession was to start the quarter. So Durfee with 3 team fouls. And There's a definite foul. Both Nera brothers all over Bouquet right there. Who's going to get the call? Looks like it's going to be on Jathan. It is, so 2 straight fouls. He's got 3. First player with 3 fouls in the game. 4th for Durfee. And Dartmouth inbounds. Bouquet gets there. And might have been some contact there by Morency, but on the backside, nobody saw it. And Watkins, who's just into the game, going to take a shot. Look at that! Tyrone Watkins says hello. 3 ball for him.
Nothing to say there. That was just that was just the way he just worked it in. He spinned around, got back outside, got himself open, and took a pretty good shot there.
50 points for Durfee on the night. Finally getting over the 40, getting past the 40s. They've been in the 40s the last couple games. 50 points for them, thanks to the 2 threes here in this quarter. And Jathan Nera will be at the line here now, shooting 2. And the foul came on Sakara. It was his first. Team second. In and out, no good. Nera hits the second one, and it's timeout on the court. So 51-34 is the score. Dartmouth with just the 1 basket, and that was Bouquet seconds ago, around the 6-minute mark. So 2 minutes into this quarter. The lead builds. It is 48-34. The Hilltop, no, 51-34, my bad. The scoreboard says 48. They're wrong. They missed the 3. We had 44 to start. I have 2 threes and a free throw. That's 7, so it's 51-34. Well, I would say, Zach, that we've seen an improvement tonight for Durfee. I mean, there's still shots missed, but I mean, there's also, you know, you're never going to make 100% of the shots either.
No.
And this is definitely an improvement from Friday's New Bedford game, that's for sure. And, you know, and I think one of the biggest things that we, you know, to see here is that no threes were going down in that first half. They have 6 from downtown in the second half. They've had the shots. They've fallen for them. And, again, it's got to make you feel good when you're on the court, knowing they haven't been going down. Oh, good, we're finally hitting them. You know?
Yeah, you know, the 3-point shot is finally coming together for the Durfee Hilltoppers after a cold stretch of late.
They get it into Estrella, and the loose ball picked up by Nera. You could see that coming. Nera, good feet underneath. Morency, blocked by Estrella. And coach wanted a foul. He is not happy.
Probably should have got the call there.
Yeah, I haven't seen coach that mad over a non-call in a while.
Gets pretty heated at times.
Nillen wants another 3, and that's no good. And you know what? And now that's a makeup call right there, guaranteed. And Coach Karen doesn't like it, and he knows. 1,000-point score for the Hilltoppers. He knows. He knows the game. Dartmouth ball. And now the foul was called. And a technical foul now called on Kyle Sullivan, who's going to take a seat. Too much mouthing off. You know, you just got a foul. Let the coach bark. And, I mean, it's tough. The adrenaline's running. I understand that. It's tough. You know, it's just like you're behind the dish for baseball. It's just, you know, good pitch on a 3-2 count. You frame it. You know you got the strike. They miss it.
Yeah.
You know, you got to hold your tongue, right? You got to be careful.
Yeah, you got to realize that that's your coach's job to bark at the ref. You know, you got to stay on the court as long as you can.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. So now, not only did they lose possession, they just gave up another point, and Sullivan's going to take a seat thanks to the technical foul. That should count as 2 against him. And I think some frustration boiling over a little bit too for the Indians.
Yeah, I'd like to. I expect to see the Hilltoppers take advantage of that, but you'd also like to see the Dartmouth Indians get over that. You know, just let that be in the past. You know, you're not going to change the points they had or the possession.
Yeah, you know, I said 49 to 34. Again, I keep looking at the scoreboard. It's actually 52 to 34. There is the scoreboard is incorrect. It's off by 3 points. Thrown away. Durfee ball. Just confirmed we have Connor Barabee for the Herald News here covering the game tonight. Good block there by the Indians. Again, Coach Guimont wanted a foul. Durfee got it back in the end, now missing it. The official just said to Coach Guimont, it doesn't matter.
Wow.
Okay. You know,
if you could elaborate.
That's a new one.
If the official could elaborate on that, that'd be great. I don't know how it doesn't matter.
And a travel called on Nick Salmon. Boy. All right, I think we're all good now.
Yeah.
But I mean, it doesn't matter. Never heard that one before.
How? Doesn't it matter?
Oh my goodness, I'll tell you. Wild game. What a wild game. Been a long fourth quarter. What did I say?
I know. Jinxed it, Evan. You jinxed it.
It always happens. The Durfee ball. I'm sorry, Dartmouth ball rather. Went all off of Salmon. And Salmon with a grin. Can't believe it. I mean, Durfee, it's 52 to 34. Largest lead. It's 18 points for Durfee. So, quick release three. No good. Nillen has had a great night underneath, using the height. He's got a lot of rebounds. He's gotten some baskets. I mean, he's really had a good night.
Yeah, aside from that height from Nillen, he's been boxing out pretty well. You know, he's been keeping his what's the word I'm looking for? His opponent, I guess you could say.
Yeah.
He's really been keeping him behind him and creating sort of like a box for him to jump up and get the ball.
No, he really has. He's had a great night. Salmon, oh, he wanted three. Caulfield was right there. So we'll go to the basket. And one for the foul.
Count it up.
Coach Cruz doing the PA. Salmon will try to make this a three-point swing here. And he misses it. So no 3 points here, but it's officially a 20-point game. Ooh. But Caulfield makes it 18 again, so he gets a basket. His first basket since the first quarter.
He got to the basket really strong at that time. I like the way he did that. Wow, been a long time since he scored.
Yeah, I know. Salmon trying to flip it in. He can't. We're into 3 minutes to play in the game. Well, that's a charge. Going the other way, absolutely. But now, Lanier's not happy.
Never putting his body on the line there for the Hilltoppers for the charge.
They called it on 21, actually. They're calling it on Siqueira. So I think Lanier's was just arguing the call itself. Yeah. Salmon working through traffic here, slowing things down now. I mean, it's a big lead, 54-36. Taking some time off the clock. Gives it up. Another stolen ball. And a foul on Chathan Nera. This will be number 4 for him, Durfee's 6th. Oh, actually, I'm sorry. That was Chathan's 5th. He's out.
He's fouled out?
He fouled out. I had 4. Must have been one of those, while the circus was going on. There must have been one mixed in there that I missed.
Yeah.
While we were arguing back and forth. It didn't matter.
It didn't matter.
You know, Zakara's happy because he missed that first free throw, and it actually didn't count. So he got a reprieve, so he now makes officially the first, and he misses the second. So still a 1-for-2 trip for him. I don't think I've seen Chathan foul out of a game this year. Nick Salmon underneath for 2.
Nick Salmon for 2.
Nick has 10. Bouquet trying to put it in. Nick Salmon using the height. Ooh, he loses it, goes down, tumbled on. Lopes comes away with it. Nillen wants 3 from the corner, and it's no good, but right there to put it back. Tyrone Watkins, 5 points this quarter.
Tyrone Watkins on the cleanup there. You know, it helps his teammate out. Ooh.
Adams can't put it up. Lopes redirects to Nillen, now to Watkins. Spin move, good pressure, puts it up, no good. And tips back to Adams to the Indians. 90 seconds to play in the game. Timeout, Jeff Karen. Let me just take a quick walk to the scores table here. I want to make sure that we have this accurate. So just stay with us here. Quick 60-second timeout.
Give it up for your Durfee cheerleader.
Okay, you know the saying, everybody gets 1. Well, Margaret missed the 3 from Watkins, so that's okay.
Oh, Margaret.
Good news, and you know what? Coach Ferreira, our softball coach, he's running the board. He thought it was 57 too, but she's our official scorer, so she's checking everything. And I'm looking at it, said, there was another 3, you're missing one. I look, who? Watkins. And the only reason I remember is because he just came into the game.
Yeah, it was his first shot of the game.
Exactly. So so that's what was missing. It's official now, 57-37. So Herald News and Fred TV had it right. There's Watkins right there. 60 seconds to play in the game. Salmon, that's for 2. He was just inside the line. And it goes out of bounds. Durfee ball. Went out off of one of the Indians there. Could not keep it in. Say, Durfee's got to feel good after this one. I mean, still missing some shots, but, you know, again, I mean, nothing like we've seen. Morency puts it in, and Morency gets his first basket since the second quarter. If the Hilltoppers get one more possession here, which they should, they have a chance to surpass 60 points. That's for 3. Moniz sinks it from outside.
Smooth shot right there.
Yeah, and it's not even, it wasn't even one of those, you know, the high arcing shots. Actually, a kind of low trajectory. Yeah. Those amaze me when they fall. You know, it's almost going at a 20-degree angle to the basket and just drops. It amazes me every time. Nilanera going to the line again, really having a great night. He's going to shoot a 1-and-1 here on the 7th team foul for Dartmouth, the first on Montembolt, who's just into the game, number 13, off the bench. And yes, the Hilltoppers have hit 20 for the night. Nillen with 14, missing the second one there. 30 seconds to play. The shot clock is off. Estrella, nice underneath.
Got up that court fast to get the easy lay-in.
And a steal there now by Moniz. He'll put it in for 2.
I know they say it's not really over until it's over, but the Hilltoppers can walk away with this knowing they got a good victory here tonight. They can go into practice tomorrow and continue to work on what they have to work on to continue the streak.
Exactly, and that's going to be it. Toppers stop it right there, and Lopes will carry it out. Nice win for Durfee, a much-needed win for the Hilltoppers, who get back above 500. And, you know, unfortunately for the Indians, they dropped their 7th in a row, and you know, teams will go through this every year. Some teams will have bad losing streaks, and, you know, Jeff Caron always, I think this is going to be the first time, at least since I've been covering sports, this is my 5th basketball season, it's going to be the first time that he's not in the playoffs. Because with 8 losses, now 9 losses, I don't think they're going to be able to make it. Mathematically, they could still do it. Realistically, unfortunately, probably not going to be.
It's going to be tough.
Yeah. And you know what? The same can be said for Feehan.
Yeah.
Durfee beat Feehan twice this year. They're not the team that they've been. And Coach told me when he was here after the game, said, I think it's going to be the first time in, like, every year that I've been here. I think he'd been, if I recall, 16th season, I think, the coach for there. Something like that, 15 or 16, going off memory. They're probably not going to make the playoffs because they're struggling so bad. So it's going to be an interesting playoff bracket, that's for sure.
Yeah.
Durfee, this is a big step forward for them to move towards the playoffs. They need 10 wins. They have 7 now. They're 7-6. So got to finish strong.
I really like this Durfee team this year. You know, they're playing as a team. We've seen it tonight. Everyone, more or less, was pretty much getting into the swing of things, passing the ball around, scoring. It was good. Everybody who was on the court touched the ball, moved the ball around, got the open man to shot.
Yeah, and I mean, you know, again, don't let Dartmouth's record fool you either.
Oh, no.
They're a tough team.
They are.
They're a wicked tough team. And these players have been with Jeff for a while. Again, I recognize like half the starters. Seriously. So they've been around, and they know Jeff's coaching style, very aggressive, move the ball, get to the man, and they played to the end. They did the best they could tonight. They didn't come out on top. Durfee outpowered them 60-44, the final score from the Fieldhouse. Our next game will be on the air on Monday. And it'll be Diamond Girls Hoops from the James T. Ashley Gymnasium. We won't be in the Fieldhouse on a Friday night, but we will in 2 weeks because there'll be more Big 3 hoops, girls basketball here. So lots on the schedule. It's coming down to the wire. The next 3 weeks into the playoffs, it's going to be a busy road ahead. So we hope you'll join us on Fred TV. For Zach, the rest of the crew here, thanks for tuning in. We'll see you soon.